Good morning, friends. Today we are going to spend another 60 minutes in learning pronouns. For the first 10 minutes, there's going to be a motivation. After that, for 30 minutes, we are going to do some activities and everything. So, in that session, we are going to learn pronoun, right? First of all, the game is going to be named as Find the Odd One Out. Take all the classroom members and divide them into groups. After dividing them into different groups, ask one member of the group to stand in front facing the opposite side so that he doesn't see the members of the group. Now, distribute white papers to all the members of the group. Ask them to mix and stand in different groups so that this will be a challenge for the person who represents to find their own members of the group. After covering their faces, they sit in their different groups. Now the represent is brought into the group. Now he has to identify the members of his own group so that all the members are revealed to us. This is a motivation game. After this game, we get into pronoun. What is a pronoun? Pronoun is a name or a name. Pronoun is a name or a word which represents a noun. In this we have first person, second person, and third person. In this one we are going to see the first person now. The first person means it is me. It is me and myself and the opinions and things that I do. It's the first person. In the first person we have singular and plural. In order to make your students understand the first person pronoun, we are having one more game. Okay, this is another activity. You ask one member of the group to come and stand in front and give him 20 rupees coin, that is 1 rupee coin of 20 rupees to him. Ask him to give some amount of money to the person who is opposite. So you'll find that he hands over 1 or 2 rupees to him. In that, what you find is he gives importance to himself. So he is the first person. He is the prime and most important person here. So he is the first person. In the first person, we have a singular I. So that in plural, we. This is the first person. The next thing, when we are going into the second person, as far as the first person, singular and plural is concerned, when singular, I, me, my are the singular pronouns. Whereas plural are concerned, us, we, ourselves. Okay, this is the first person pronoun. Now we are going to switch over to the second person pronoun, that is you perspective. When you talk to someone or when you address someone, that is called a second person pronoun. Right? This is the you perspective. You are addressing someone who is standing in front of you. Now we are going to do the same activity again. The activity is repeated. You are giving 20 rupees, 1 rupee coin to a person. You are asking him again to hand over the money to the person who is standing in front of him, and he'll give 1 or 2 rupees to him. That means he doesn't give importance to the person who is standing opposite. So he becomes the second person. First we saw that he is the prime or the first person. Now we see that you concept, the person who is standing opposite becomes the second person because he gives a second importance to him. So this is you. As far as singular and plural is concerned, in you perspective, you in singular and the same you in plural. So we have you and you as singular and plural. This is the second person pronoun. Now, friends, we are going to third person pronoun. In this, we are going to explain to the person or explain to the audience that what is a third person pronoun. This is simply a concept in which I and the person who is standing opposite, that is you, is not concerned. We are going to speak about someone who is not in this place, someone who is not here or who is not concerned in this place, or who doesn't belong to this place. That is, maybe he or she, it that somebody who is not here. And we are not now going to speak about me. For example, I am not going to speak about me or the person who is standing or who is listening to me in front of me, but I am going to speak about someone who is not here and who is not supposed to be concerned in this matter at all. That is he, she, it. So after giving this explanation to your students, you can say the first person singular is, the third person singular is he, she, it. Whereas plural is concerned, they. That's all. Oh, this is the third person. We can keep on give many activities for him, for the people, so that they can understand all these three parts: first person, second person, and third person. Now we are stepping into students' activity. In this part, we are going to now once again engage our students into do some activities. Now, what we are going to do is take chart papers or cards on which there are written pronouns. Okay, you can write pronouns singular or plural, something like that. Have a chunk of cards with you. Now, distribute all the cards to the students in the classroom. The first activity, what we are going to do is to ask all the students to stand in groups. For example, stand the first person, second person, third person. So they'll find their cards, they'll find the names on the cards and go and stand in the groups wherever it is applicable. So this game can be repeated many times so that they understand what is a pronoun: first person, second person, third person. The second activity is another game having the same cards. Now, once again, distribute all the cards to them and ask them to stand as a singular and plural. It may be a first person or second person or third person, but they can stand as a singular, plural, so that two groups are divided. Once again, the same activity can be repeated as first person singular, first person plural, second person singular and second person plural, third person singular and third person plural. So that if they stand like this and repeat the activity many a times, they will be able to understand what is a pronoun. So now finally we have understood what is a first person, plural and singular, what is a second person, singular and plural, what's a third person, singular and plural. Now finally we are jumping into evaluation part. In the evaluation part, we have to put many questions to your students so that they can understand how we understand what they have understood about the subject. First, we can ask questions: what is a third person singular? Is the I a first person plural? Can a pronoun replace a noun? So like this, you can keep on posting questions to him. Give examples of third person singular, or give example of second person singular. So if you keep on asking questions to them, we can find the answers and decide whether they are right or wrong. And finally, we can note that whether the students have understood or not. So this is what till now. Oh, thank you very much for the class.